I lost it. Sorry. I got to turn you up.
I lost it.
Hold on.
We've had a little bit of computer issues this morning. I'll let you in behind the scenes a little bit.
It's
You know it's a bad morning when we first get here and we're like, engineers.
What's going on?
This isn't working.
All right. I've got it. I got it back.
Okay.
Humans still haven't cured cancer yet. Right?
No.
But we've come a long way.
Uh-huh.
We're getting close. I feel it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Or found a way to, take out French fries from getting soggy by the time they get to your
I
house.
just hate like the delivery French fries. Yeah, it's awful.
But things like air travel are really incredible when you think about it.
Man, yeah. It's one of those, if you jump back 100 years and explain to 200 years, explain to somebody what we now have. Yeah.
Think about this, though. What's something that just makes you go, who the heck figured that out?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
who's the person to figure that out?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty marvelous.
Right. Okay.
Here are some of those marvels, and people suggesting maybe what they were thinking.
Okay.
And I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You can always text us, be part of the show.
Yeah.
417-659-9797 if there's something that you're thinking of that might be marvelous.
Oh, there's something that you've thought before. Who figured this
out.
Yeah.
And then maybe not only that, but then put why you think.
Yeah, how
what
you
they were
think that
thinking.
went. Yeah.
Like, for instance, coffee.
Yeah.
Somebody thought this berry tastes horrible. Maybe if I pull the seed out, set it on fire for a little bit, grind it up, run some hot water through it, and then I can drink it.
Yeah.
And that's really what
That's true.
the coffee bean is horrible.
You know what? I think chocolate could be classified in this same thing. The cocoa beans and stuff.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the production of that, what if I take this thing, then I do this, cut it up, take the seed only, whatever they do to that, put a bunch of sugar in it. I'll make billions.
Yeah.
Who would have thought of that?
Record players
Oh.
turning micro squiggles on vinyl into perfect reproductions of people's voices and instruments. Like, is that witchcraft?
Yeah. Oh, I bet it was the first time people heard it. Yeah, that's good.
Computing in general. Quote, the idea of converting physical stimuli into code.
To me, it's just witchcraft. I don't understand how it works so much that it's just, isn't it a weirdest thing? Like, I have a base knowledge of how my car works.
Right.
I do not have a base knowledge of how this computer works. The insides of it,
Right.
how does it make all that do that? No clue. Absolutely zero idea. None.
Again, trying to figure out, things to think about. Like the marvels, and it's like, who the heck figured this out? Cameras. How is it possible that some device is able to somehow capture the exact image if it's pointed at me and you click a button?
Mm-hmm. That is pretty wild.
Radio and wireless transmissions. Someone said, the fact that my computer, phone, and radio can talk without any wires. Magic.
It is magic. It really is. Yeah.
Let me see. You got microwave ovens. Quote. So somebody was testing a microwave equipment at some military thing and then noticed their candy bar melted in their pocket, and they thought, I can pop some popcorn.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I bet we can make popcorn in this. Let's keep testing that. See if it'll kill us.
This is probably my favorite, though.
Yeah.
Again, things that you wonder, who the heck figured that out?
Yeah.
That should be good to eat.
Yeah. The food ones are a good one.
Yeah, you can text us, 417-659-9797, but my favorite, cataloging mushrooms.
Yeah.
Someone joked, this one killed Fred.
Yeah.
This one makes you see God for 3 days. And this one, well, just kind of tastes like chicken and does nothing.
Yeah. And we had to eat them all to try.
And that's mushrooms in a nutshell.
That's exactly right.
One tastes delicious to eat or like chicken.
Yeah.
It goes good in chicken meals. And
Yeah.
One will kill you, and
Yeah.
one will make you see God for 3 days.
You would have thought after the one killed Fred, we would have said, we're not eating the rest of them.
Well, that one looks different.
Yeah. But we tried anyway.
Fred Jr.
You should try this one. I didn't know where I was for a week.
Ooh, really? I want to not know where I was for a week. There you go. Couple things. Let us know what if there's any that you wonder about.
The who figured this out sort of scenarios, text 417-659-9797.
Mount Rushmore time.
Yeah.
It's Friday. And every Friday at this time, we pick a Mount Rushmore on a topic. You can always, and if there's a topic you would like us to do a Mount Rushmore on, as always, you can text it, 417-659-9797. You can also send a message, Chris Purple's and Bobby Show on Facebook.
So the moon is a big topic here as of late, as in the eclipse and covering up the sun, but that got us talking about moon movies. How
Moon
can we
movies.
tie in the eclipse?
Movies that have moon in them in some shape or fashion.
Some shape or fashion. So moon movies is the goal today. We've had a lot of we knew a lot of space movies that don't have the moon. It specifically has to involve the moon in some way, right? That's what we're going with. All right, coin flip time. You ready?
Heads.
It is heads.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I'll just go with a classic, the 2001 Space Odyssey.
Really?
Yeah, number one.
Wow. Not what I have taken number one. All right, then. I'll just take Apollo 13 at number one, then.
All right. Well, number two pick, The Right Stuff.
This is going so fast.
The Right Stuff.
Our lists aren't the same. I can tell. Okay.
Choked up there, sorry.
Mine are all over the place.
Okay.
Number two for me. Despicable Me at number two. The bad guy pulls the moon into Earth or something along those lines. I can't remember.
Yes.
Despicable Me, number two for me.
Well, I'm going with Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Dang it.
He's sending a rocket to the moon.
Yeah, it's a good one too. And Dr. Evil's already got a base there or something around those.
Yep.
Okay. The Spy Who Shagged Me. Okay, you can let me know if this doesn't count. I'm going to take Diamonds Are Forever, where James Bond stumbles across the fake moon landing.
Yeah, that's actually was going to be my next pick.
Okay, all right, good.
Because he's on the moon.
He's on the moon.
With no spacesuits, stumbling across with a guy that does have a spacesuit that is, as they're moving in slow motion.
But he's just running.
Yeah,
right?
it's dumb. It's
really campy. Yeah. All right.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery,
Diamonds
James
Forever.
Bond. It's
So
good
I'll
one.
give that one to you because I was going to pick.
Okay.
With my final and last pick, boy, this is tough. I'm just going to go with a really dumb movie.
Okay.
That is, it's really bad and dumb.
Uh-huh.
The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Oh, Pluto Nash. I didn't know if it was going to get taken or not.
And the reason being is because, they had the thing on the moon.
Mm-hmm. He was
That's
on the
running
moon,
in.
right? He was on
Yeah.
like a base.
And then they were traveling to go somewhere else.
That was the end of good Eddie Murphy movies.
Yeah.
But then I've heard he come back with more serious. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Some of the new stuff good. All right, final pick for me. I'll have to admit, I haven't seen this, but I want to. It's from like 61. And I'll read you the description because I thought this is what interests me the most. A rich rocket scientist organizes an expedition to the moon, which they discover is inhabited by nude women. The title is Nude on the Moon.
You just made that up.
Real
You
movie.
You made it
Check
up.
it out.
I think you have to watch the movies to be able to pick them.
All right, fine. Then I'll take Transformers, Dark of the Moon. I just wanted to give a nod to Nude on the Moon. I will take Transformers because I've actually seen that.
Nude on the Moon.
Yeah, I'm sure it's so good. I'm sure it's so good. I'll take Transformers, though. I knew you were going to call me because I haven't seen that.
Well, I could have taken, The Right Stuff and then also The Right Stuff, the porn version.
I can't tell whether this is porn or not. That's the funny thing. All right, so there's your list of moon movies. I've got Apollo 13, Despicable Me, Diamonds Are Forever, and Transformers, Dark of the Moon.
I have 2001 Space Odyssey. I have The Right Stuff. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and via The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
It's a classic there. You can let us know what's the best moon movies. How are you going to celebrate your eclipse day? You can get over to Chris Purple Haze and Bobby Show on Facebook.
Get tickets now for the best horror movie of the year, The First Omen. The prophecy has...
Only moments ago, New York has come under attack. Witnesses claim to have seen hundreds of UFOs. It's opening fire! Oh my God!
Where are we from?
The dark side of the moon!
And
We come in peace!
Who are these guys anyway?
Nazis from the moon.
One word from me, and the invasion from the moon begins.
Invasion? Y'all must be tripping.
Now, my question is, what do y'all plan to do about it? Because we just happen to have a little something up our own sleeve. All presidents who start a war in their first term get reelected.
Und fegen alle diese Untermenschen von der Erdkarte.
Shit, this just keeps getting better and better.
We are the promise delivered to all mankind. We raise our hands to one nation. We march to the beat of one heart.
the world is sick, but we are the doctors.
Wir sehen uns in Valhalla.
Did you ever have any comic books when you were younger?
No, maybe I had one or two. It'd be pretty hard for me to remember having any, though.
I know I had some. Don't know whatever happened to them. Do not have them now.
Yeah.
If you still have some of your comic books, hang on to them.
Oh, yeah.
Comic book just sold for $6 million,
Holy smokes.
which is a record.
What?
Not surprisingly, it was a copy of Action Comics #1 from 1938, which featured the very first appearance of Superman.
Right. I knew it would be something big. I didn't know which one. First Superman, then.
Experts think there are only about 100 of these that are still around.
Surprised there are that many.
There was 200,000 printed back in the day.
Oh, all right.
Previous record was also held by Superman. It was a copy of 1939 Superman #1, sold for $5.3 million in 2022.
Okay, so first Superman, obviously a huge one.
Let me see. Third place copy was Amazing Fantasy,
Do we know any characters?
number 15.
Oh,
1962 was the year. It was the 15th.
15th in the series.
That's where Spider-Man made his debut.
Huh.
It sold for $3.6 million in 2021.
Wow.
So if you happen to have some old nostalgic comic books,
And you know what? Like that one. It's 15th in that series or whatever. It could be just one of those ones where they know not very many exist now.
right?
Or something like that.
That's
You don't have to have issue #1 of that thing. You may just have the right one.
because, like that one, it was a Amazing Fantasy series.
Uh-huh.
Spider-Man makes his debut.
Mhm.
Boom, becomes big because
Right.
that was his debut.
Right. And that may not have had very many copies printed. Who knows? Nah, I wish I had some of that. I got shoebox or two full of old baseball cards. I don't know if any of those are worth anything either.
What? Bobby over here is like a multimillionaire and doesn't even know it.
No idea.
Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Today is National Self-Care Day, or as Post Malone calls it, Friday. Yes, Friday. The day I wonder if Rebecca Black ever figured out whether to sit in the back seat or kick it in the front seat. The band Kiss has sold their music catalogs. That includes all their songs, including the 3 good ones. George Lucas is now worth $5.5 billion. By the way, he keeps it stored underneath that neck waddle. And the Final Four is tomorrow. Then it's the national championship. Then it's you swearing to never waste $20 on the office pool again. This is not headline news.